Guess who did not make our first prosthetic tail? Morgan Freeman was not available at the time. So, we got someone else, but we have the most amazing people, Hair Prosthetics, a human prosthetic company that took this project on. Now, no one had ever done this. No one knew where to start. We got suggestions from the public. We get emails with diagrams of propellers on the back. Somebody suggested a little rocket propelled dolphin, and we thought, that might be fun once, but probably not going to work long term. But everybody put their heads together and then came up with a tail. Now, it did look like parts for an old Buick. Winter has had 17 tails today. She outgrows them, but each tail gives them an opportunity for improvement. They find something that works, something that doesn't work. After the tail is on, we can actually do thermal photography where we can see what muscles did she use. Where did it rub? Is it rubbing on her body somewhere that she might not like? We can check the weight. How is the weight? Is it too positive? Boy, is it sinking? So we can make adjustments. So that is the reason for all those tails. Now, why doesn't she have it on now? She doesn't wear it all the time. What it is a physical therapy device.
That's Winter right there in the front.
It is put on 2 or 3 times a day. The trainer is in the water with her with a mask on. When that tail is on, the criteria for being reinforced is she has to swim in the proper movement. What that's doing is making those muscles work. No side to side is allowed. So they're watching everything underwater. Now, Winter also will cheat a little and use her side fins, her pectoral fins, to help her swim. We want to give that muscle a workout. So that is why she has the tail. You guys see these pads hanging on the ladder here? That is also used for physical therapy. Winter gets physical therapy throughout the day to stretch those muscles and help that spine to stay as normal as possible. So she is doing incredibly well. The reason for the movie, she has been inspirational to so many people. We were overwhelmed by the response that Winter got from people. So we thought the whole world really needs to know this is a great story. So they did a fabulous job with it. And Winter is pretty well known. Now I'm going to ruin it. One more thing about the movie. Harry Connick Jr. does not work here. I know, we see women looking in all the offices. We know who you're looking for. But anyway, he does not work here, which is probably a good thing because he has such a great sense of humor, practical joke, and we'd never get anything done. But anyway, he was a great guy to have around. The entire cast and crew were fabulous.
That's
Did a
Winter
great
right
job
there.
telling our story to the whole world. So for all of
You
you
can see she didn't have a
who
tail.
want to go home and look me up in the movie, I'm going to give you a hint. I was sweeping up after the storm. Big roll. I was pulling down sails in the storm and carrying a hose. I was in Harry's office watching a video with about 7 or 8 other people, but my big scene was back at the double doors, the glass doors. Do you guys remember when Morgan Freeman's coming through the crowd saying, coming through, excuse me, and he's got a blue tail, and he's making his way through the opens up the stanchion